Hello everyone, I'm Henry Lee. Tonight I'd like to show you the process of creating Chinese name for Margaret Watson and the process of carving her name seals. First, let's look at the Chinese name. In Chinese, the name consists of two parts. The last name usually comes first. The first name could be single or two characters. So in this case, we translated last name Watson, English last name, into Chinese as Wan. To simulate the sound of Wa. We only have one syllable in Chinese. And there is only 100 family names in Chinese, so this character does not have to have a meaning. It happened to be 10,000. One means 10,000 is a number, but it's here just a family name. And second character, Ma, is from Margaret, the first syllable, and Ge is second. Ge, so M A and Ge G E. This is the Chinese romanization. But Margaret used Margo as her artist name, so Margo is enough. So we omit Li Te, Margaret, in the phonetic translation. So Margo comes after the last name. And on this sheet you can see some different script. This is traditional Chinese, which has more strokes. And this column is the same character but simplified Chinese. Simplified Chinese. It's much easier to write, to learn. So I would recommend Margo to write in this style, which we call the walking style. It's not as cursive as this, what we call grass style or cursive style. So I'm going to write this for you. And you can actually see the sequence. So you can either write this downstroke first. That's most people do, but in this case it seems you can also write this part first, the right side first, depending on how you want to do it. And the second character starts from the left, then the right, this third character left. This means great. Ma is agate. It's a kind of stone. And this line is similar, this column is similar to this. So first, second, third, 1, 2, what I suggest is when you sign your painting, you can put this sheet, print it out and put it under the rice paper so you can see through a little bit. Then you can actually copy. It's much easier for beginners. See, that's how I do it. How I do it in my class for beginning students. Now I'm going to do the first seal, which is bilingual. You can see the English name Margo on the right in positive carving or relief carving style, and on the left is Chinese name Margo. So I have made a transfer onto the stone with a special liquid called acetone. You just print it on the laser jet printer and put the liquid on the paper and rub it with a finger or something. I'm going to carve it. Let's do this side first. Stone has sand in it sometimes. You can see the different texture, the color, natural pattern with indigo color. When you get that, it's kind of hard, so you have to use force. This is a very fine Qingpian stone, soapstone from China. Very nice stone. The stroke are done with a marker pen, so it has a calligraphy look. I cannot carve really the computer font. The handwriting signature is preferred if you want to do that for your seal. And limited by space, you can see I can only do like a 5 the maximum letters in this format. So you cannot do the full spelling of Margaret. Margo is fine. Margo is what we use here. So you can always find the shortcut for your first name. Okay, now we'll work on the Chinese half. It's a bilingual seal, so we did the English in positive carving. Now I'm going to do the Chinese in negative carving, which means take out the stroke instead of carve out the background, leaving the strokes in red. So this part, most people think it's easier, but it's more difficult, believe it or not. See, carving on the stroke. Okay, working on the last character. G or grid. Checks pattern, It's just a name for the lady's name, usually. Okay. Now I'm going to work on this margin. Okay, now I'm going to do some cleanup and I'll make a first imprint. Alright, now I'm going to make a first imprint. Okay, I think it's time to make an official imprint for my records in my collection. You can see a video and an ebook with all my seal engraving arts imprints in the past years. This is the most recent works. So I'll leave room for another seals. Just put one on top here. Very good. And I'll make a copy for Margo. Perfection. Okay. And that's all for this seal number 1. Please stay tuned for seal number 2, which will be a Chinese name seal only next. Thanks for joining me and see you next.